Avoid these 10 worst daily habits that can destroy your kidneys fast. Are you unknowingly destroying your kidneys with your daily routines and habits? Some seemingly harmless activities, when done repeatedly, can silently damage your kidneys, putting your life at risk. So don't go about your day without learning what those bad habits are. The fact is, 90% of Americans don't notice kidney problems until they become serious. Our bodies often mask early kidney disease, with severe damage occurring before symptoms surface. When symptoms do appear, such as swelling, brain fog, fatigue, weakness, muscle twitches and cramps, back pain, etc., it can already be too late. Kidney disease in its later stages is tougher and more expensive to treat. It's crucial to note that most cases of kidney damage cannot be repaired, especially chronic ones. If the kidneys struggle, toxins will build up inside your body, leading to multiple health problems and terrible pain. The worst scenario is kidney failure, where you would need dialysis or a kidney transplant to stay alive. Now, here's a simple game changer: your lifestyle. Good daily habits can safeguard your kidneys, while bad ones can silently harm them. It's your choice. Risk kidney damage with harmful habits, or make informed decisions to protect your kidney health. But before making any changes, understanding is essential. In the next few minutes, we'll not only point out these harmful habits, but also give you practical tips and solutions to keep your kidneys healthy. Brace yourselves for some shocking revelations. Before we dive in, kindly note that all the information in this video is fact-checked, unbiased, and reviewed by qualified professionals. Alright, it's time to swing back to the worst daily habits that can destroy your kidneys fast. 11. Excessive salt intake. Imagine a hidden threat in your everyday meals, so common that it's often overlooked. Too much salt. Salt, or sodium chloride, is essential for many bodily functions. However, high salt intake poses a daunting challenge for the kidneys, which filter waste from your blood. The issue begins with hyperfiltration, where the kidneys work overtime to remove excess salt. Simply put, salt molecules are heavy for passage through the kidney nephrons, causing higher glomerular pressure. This extra workload doesn't just tire out the kidneys, it can lead to kidney damage and disease. Moreover, high sodium intake can reduce the effectiveness of certain kidney-protecting drugs, such as angiotensin-converting enzyme, ACE, inhibitors, and calcium antagonists. Consuming too much salt can also disrupt the delicate balance between sodium and potassium, further decreasing kidney function. The World Health Organization, WHO, recommends consuming less than 2 grams of sodium per day per person. However, Americans currently consume 50% more salt than the recommended daily limit. Processed foods, such as instant noodles, canned goods, and pickles, are high in sodium and can harm your kidneys. To maintain good kidney health, try cutting down on sodium and flavoring your food with herbs and spices instead of salt. 10. Excessive sugar intake. The transition from a sweet treat to a bitter kidney outcome begins when blood sugar levels rise above 180 milligrams per deciliter. At this critical threshold, your kidneys start secreting sugar into your urine to manage the overload. This might sound like a safety valve, but it's actually the starting point of potential kidney damage. The high sugar content in your bloodstream can harm the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, impairing their filtration ability. This damage can manifest as proteinuria, where your body loses valuable proteins in urine. Over time, proteinuria can advance to chronic kidney disease, and if not managed well, it could even progress to end-stage renal failure. Moreover, the ripple effect of high sugar intake raises blood pressure, putting additional strain on the kidneys. This increased workload can speed up the development of chronic kidney disease and even end-stage renal disease, ESRD. To minimize the health risks associated with excessive sugar intake, limit processed foods and sugary drinks, which often contain high levels of added sugars. 9. Excessive meat intake. Too much consumption of meat, particularly red meat, generates more acid load during digestion than plant-based proteins. This extra acidity can strain the kidneys and may contribute to both the development and acceleration of chronic kidney disease. Over time, this condition can lead to kidney failure. Substituting red meat with other protein sources, such as fish, poultry, or plant-based options, can greatly lower the risk of kidney damage. Plant-based proteins and lean meats like poultry and fish are better choices because they produce less dietary acid and fewer harmful byproducts, like advanced glycation end products and uremic toxins. A study from 2017 found that a high intake of acid-producing red meat, combined with a low intake of base-producing plant proteins like chickpeas, broccoli, or beans, could induce kidney injury. These findings suggest that excessive meat intake could be bad for kidney health and could lead to chronic kidney disease, CKD, and ESRD, even in individuals without identifiable risks. 8. Drinking sodas. You might be aware that sodas aren't great, but do you realize just how much they can harm your kidneys? Drinking sodas, particularly colas, can increase the risk of getting CKD due to their high sugar and phosphoric acid content. The high sugar content in sodas can contribute to obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, all of which are risk factors for CKD. Also, the phosphoric acid in cola beverages can lead to urinary changes that increase the likelihood of forming kidney stones, another factor that makes CKD more likely. A 2014 study published in the journal Nephrology Dialysis Transplantation systematically reviewed 17 studies to examine the link between different types of soda and CKD. They found that regular consumption of sugar-sweetened soda was linked with a 58% increased risk of CKD. Even drinking artificially sweetened sodas regularly made the risk of CKD 33% higher compared to not drinking them. So, reducing soda intake may help stop CKD. Instead, choose healthier beverage options like water, unsweetened tea, or low-fat milk to reduce the risk of CKD. 7. Eating processed foods. Consuming processed foods, especially ultra-processed foods, or UPF, can significantly impact kidney health. UPFs are industrial formulations that have lots of artificial additives, added sugars, refined carbohydrates, unhealthy trans fats, and too much salt. These ingredients make processed foods very tasty and hard to resist, possibly leading to overeating. Worse still, processed foods are typically low in beneficial nutrients like fiber and micronutrients. These foods may even contain contaminants from packaging processes. Reducing the consumption of such processed foods can greatly help mitigate the risk of kidney-related issues. To improve kidney health and lessen the harm from processed foods, drink plenty of fluids to help your kidneys flush out sodium and toxins and prevent kidney stones. Eating a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can also support healthy kidneys and lower your chances of related conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes. Writing down what you eat in a food journal can help you see your habits and make healthier choices. Plus, a renal dietitian can provide valuable guidance on making these dietary adjustments to support your kidney and overall well-being. 6. Sitting for too long. The relationship between sitting time and kidney disease persisted even after accounting for other factors such as age, gender, smoking status, and levels of physical activity. Studies showed that people who sat the least had the lowest risk of developing CKD, no matter how much they usually exercise or how much they weigh. A study from 2022 in the Sports Medicine Journal analyzed data from 455,456 participants over 21 years. This research found that prolonged sitting at work was linked with a higher risk of kidney problems, including a 26% higher risk of chronic kidney disease, a 19% higher risk of needing dialysis, and a 43% higher risk of death from kidney issues. Even a little exercise, like just 15 minutes a day, helped reduce these risks, so it is important to cut down on sitting around to maintain kidney function. Here's a smart tip. Even when you're sitting, you can sneak in some exercise. Try keeping a small bottle of water on your desk. Not only will it keep you hydrated, but when it's empty, it's a good reminder to get up and refill it, giving your body a break from sitting. It's like getting two benefits in one for your kidneys. 5. Not drinking enough water. Dehydration occurs when the body loses more water than it takes in, leading to an imbalance of vital electrolytes such as potassium, phosphate, and sodium. These electrolytes are essential for carrying electrical signals or messages between cells. So, if they're not balanced due to inadequate kidney function, it can cause severe health problems, including seizures, involuntary muscle movements, and loss of consciousness. Severe dehydration can even make your kidneys fail, which is life-threatening and can lead to anemia, central nervous system damage, heart failure, and a weaker immune system. Additionally, dehydration can make kidney stones more likely, complicate UTIs, and increase the risk of CKD. So, it is crucial to maintain hydration by keeping your body's water level stable day to day to avoid significant water deficits. Proper fluid intake isn't just about replacing what you lose. It also helps your kidneys get rid of waste, which is a big job they do. However, it's also risky to drink too much water, especially for individuals with kidney problems. Drinking plenty of water can lower AP levels, potentially easing the strain on your kidneys and helping to keep them working well. However, researchers are still figuring out whether increasing the amount of urine protects the kidney's filtering capacity, especially in people with CKD. The results from studies have been mixed. To ensure you're drinking enough water and supporting your kidney health, keep an eye on the color of your urine. You want it to be a straw-colored or paler shade, as darker urine often indicates dehydration. Also, limit your intake of caffeinated, sweetened, and alcoholic beverages, as these require more water to process their toxins and chemicals. Instead, choose plain water to stay hydrated. 4. Smoking. Smoking harms your kidneys in both the short and long term. In the short term, it can raise your blood pressure and heart rate due to nervous system stimulation. Long-term or chronic effects involve harming the cells lining your blood vessels, called endothelial cells. Even being around someone else's smoke, passive smoking, has been linked to elevated enzyme catalyst activity in the kidneys, which can disrupt normal kidney blood flow and lead to kidney damage over time. Smoking can also lead to less blood flow to the kidneys, causing conditions like peripheral arterial disease and arteriosclerosis, which also affects renal arteries. If you already have CKD, smoking heightens the risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes, conditions that can accelerate CKD progression and potentially lead to kidney failure. 3. Not getting enough sleep. Inadequate sleep has been linked with more rapid declines in kidney function and faster progression of CKD. This occurs because sleep helps regulate kidney function and keeps the right balance of bodily fluids and electrolytes. Also, sleep affects the regulation of hormones, including those involved in kidney function, such as the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, RAS. In short, the RAS helps regulate blood pressure and fluid balance. Disrupted sleep can overactivate the system, raising blood pressure and putting additional strain on the kidneys. Moreover, a lack of sleep often results in non-dipping blood pressure patterns. Normally, blood pressure dips during sleep, giving the cardiovascular system and kidneys a rest. However, poor sleep can raise nighttime blood pressure, a risk factor for CKD progression. Sleep deprivation has also been shown to increase inflammatory cytokines and activate inflammatory pathways. Chronic inflammation can directly contribute to kidney damage and worsen existing kidney disease. To combat the habit of not getting enough sleep and protect your kidney health, try these steps. Create a peaceful sleep environment by making sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. Establish a consistent sleep schedule by going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Also, regular physical activity and exposure to fresh air can help you fall asleep more easily and enjoy better sleep quality. 2. Excessive alcohol consumption. According to the National Kidney Foundation, excessive alcohol consumption doubles the risk of kidney disease. Alcohol can cause kidney damage because the kidneys cannot filter out all the toxins from alcohol fast enough, and it increases the likelihood of high blood pressure, a leading cause of kidney issues. Moreover, alcohol-induced dehydration disrupts kidney function and alters the body's water and mineral balance. Also, liver disease resulting from alcohol abuse can further harm the kidneys by affecting blood flow to the kidneys and increasing their workload. Worse still, binge drinking can cause acute kidney injury due to sudden spikes in blood alcohol levels. A study published in 2019 in the journal Nutrients investigated the relationship between alcohol consumption and chronic kidney disease. In this study, scientists followed 45,200 adults over 8.5 years and found that heavy drinking increases the risk of CKD by 15%. It's crucial for individuals, especially those with medical conditions or on certain medications, to either avoid alcohol entirely or practice moderation, as excessive alcohol consumption can lead to increased blood pressure, which is detrimental to kidney health. 1. Excessive caffeine consumption. Excessive caffeine intake, typically defined as above 400 milligrams per day, especially in individuals with specific genetic variants like the reference SNP 762551 variant in the CYP1A2 gene, can lead to kidney function issues. Caffeine works as a diuretic at higher doses. However, at low to moderate doses, it may actually be kidney protective in healthy people. This happens because caffeine is similar in structure to adenosine, the hormone that affects blood flow in the kidneys. Caffeine is a natural diuretic, which means it stimulates urine production in the kidneys, expelling both water and electrolytes. Drinking a moderate amount of caffeine is generally okay for your kidneys, but it's essential to be careful, especially if you drink a lot or have kidney issues. To reduce excessive caffeine intake and its impact on kidney health, switch to decaffeinated coffee or tea to enjoy their flavor and potential health benefits without the caffeine. Use alternative sources of energy, like water, fruits, and vegetables, to stay hydrated and receive essential nutrients. Consider limiting or avoiding foods and drinks that naturally contain caffeine. For example, dark chocolate has a high caffeine concentration, and sodas like Coca-Cola and Mountain Dew also contain high levels of caffeine. Warning signs of kidney diseases. As people age, the risk of kidney and urinary tract diseases also increases. When kidney disease becomes severe, you might notice some symptoms. 1. Swelling in hands and feet. Swelling happens because the kidneys struggle to balance fluids, causing retention that bloats the body's limbs. 2. Fatigue and weakness. Erythropoietin, EPO, is a vital hormone for creating red blood cells and keeping you energized. When you have kidney disease, the production of erythropoietin drops. This decline can lead to anemia or lack of red blood cells, making you feel constantly tired and drained of energy. 3. Muscle twitches and cramps. Kidney function issues can cause imbalances in electrolytes, directly resulting in muscle twitches and cramps. 4. Cognitive impairment. A foggy brain and trouble thinking clearly can arise from the buildup of toxins in the blood. Toxin buildup occurs because the kidneys aren't working as well. 5. Back pain. Back pain, despite often being dismissed, can be a telltale sign of kidney distress, whether from damage or developing kidney stones. 6. Increased urination. Your kidneys attempting to expel waste more frequently is a sign of their distress, which shouldn't be ignored. Recognizing these signs isn't just about seeing a kidney problem. It's about acting early to stop it from getting worse. Early detection and management can greatly change the course of kidney disease. By adopting a healthy diet, embracing physical activity, aiming for a healthy weight, and managing underlying health conditions, you're not just protecting your kidneys. You're taking a stand for a happier, healthier life. Keeping our kidneys healthy. Keeping our kidneys healthy involves avoiding certain daily habits that can cause harm. These include excessive salt, sugar, meat, and caffeine intake, as well as overuse of painkillers, ignoring urinary urges and infections, sitting for too long, not getting enough sleep, and excessive alcohol and caffeine consumption. These habits tend to mess with more than just your kidneys, don't they? Any of them sound like something you do? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's swap ideas on how to break free from these bad habits. It might help someone else in our community. It's important to prioritize a healthy lifestyle, which includes a balanced diet low in processed foods, staying hydrated, and avoiding harmful substances like tobacco and excessive alcohol. Moreover, it's always helpful to embrace physical activity, aim for a healthy weight, and manage underlying health conditions like diabetes and hypertension. Again, if you have any concerns about your kidney health or are experiencing symptoms related to kidney issues, it's crucial to consult your doctor for proper evaluation and guidance. See you in the next video. Stay informed, stay healthy.